midway. Okay. Gotta be a switch on your end.
Well, I'm just making sure you guys' volume here, and we can switch this.
What's it doing, Joe?
Good on the tone. Test. How loud is that? Is that good? Now, if we have guys up here speaking, how's that for volume? Good right there? Okay.
Yeah. Sure. If you got an ice water, I'll give you a white balance too. I got one. Oh, well, I guess I'm out. ABC 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Thank you. Should have got here sooner. I got some of that door. Hey, it's Eric. Cuyahoga Falls on 2. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 3 3 2 1. Check, check, check. Really? Okay. You need a mic check, Joe? Mic check for everybody back at the station. Mic check for everybody back at the stations. ABC 1 2 3. Check, check, check. 1 2. Hey, thank you very much. You need more, Joe? ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic, mic, mic.
Now you might be able to hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good.
Thank you for being here with us today. My name is Carrie Snyder. I'm the Communications Director for the City of Cuyahoga Falls. I will be handing it over shortly to Mayor Walters, who will give an open, followed by Cuyahoga Falls Fire Chief Chris Martin. Other attendees that we have with us today are representatives from the Summit Metro Parks, Lindsay Smith and Josh Hamblin, as well as Captain Desch from ODNR and additional Cuyahoga Falls Fire Department personnel. We will have time for question and answers at the end, so please hold all questions until everyone has given their remarks. Thank you.
So we're here today, we're all grieving as a community. Obviously, the Cuyahoga Falls community, our heart hurts for the family. We're here to support them. They have been on scene, and we've been doing everything we can to comfort them and provide closure. And for more of the details on where we stand today, I'll introduce Chief Chris Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. At approximately 6:48 in the evening of Saturday, June 21st, multiple 911 calls were made to the Summit County Emergency Dispatch Center reporting that a child and adult male had gone into the rapids and been overturned on an inflatable inner tube near the Portage Trail Bridge in Cuyahoga Falls. Cuyahoga Falls Fire Department units responded to the area along with Cuyahoga Falls Police Department. A woman and child were found near the shore. The woman, along with multiple witnesses, advised that an adult male and 5-year-old child were last seen floating down the river through the rapids nearing Broad Boulevard and the Sheridan Hotel. An immediate coordinated search and rescue operation was initiated by the Cuyahoga Falls Fire Department Incident Commander. Automatic mutual aid suggestions from the Summit County Dispatch were followed through, and personnel and equipment from throughout the county responded with trained water rescue personnel. State Highway Patrol sent a helicopter unit, and they assisted in scanning the area. Multiple drones were in the air, and the search moved downriver. Nearing 10 p.m., the search was suspended due to fading visibility and hazardous water conditions. At approximately 8 a.m. yesterday, the coordinated search was resumed with county resources offering personnel and equipment. Around 9:30 a.m. around 9:30 a.m. yesterday morning, Saturday, the body of a 5-year-old child was recovered. He showed no signs of life and was pronounced deceased at the scene and transported to the Summit County Medical Examiner's office. The search continued throughout yesterday until close 9 p.m. and suspended due to fading visibility and remaining hazardous conditions. The search has entered day 3 this morning. We've used the following resources and are currently utilizing the following resources. We've used approximately 50 personnel. We've had 5 boats in the water, multiple drones, 2 search canines, and both shorelines are being covered along with side scan solar being deployed from the boats. Our goals for today are to research the areas that we searched yesterday to see what impact an overnight has had on the river and the conditions for our ability to search. And we are going to be examining new areas that we might be able to expand our search. There are still numerous hazards present that are hindering our efforts to search, particularly debris from the storm. But we continue to aggressively search the areas of the river that we are able to. All members operating on the scene are highly trained in water searches, and most are swiftwater technicians. As the mayor mentioned, our hearts and passion is with the family as we try to provide closure. And at this point, we'll take any questions that you have.
Do you know how, so the tube they fell in, was the family all on the same tube? Can you kind of paint a picture for how exactly this happened?
We're really focused on the recovery issues, on the recovery operation that we have right now. Anything that happened preceding what we're working on and what we're focused on right now is really kind of immaterial to what we're trying to accomplish here today with all the resources that we have. It's outside the scope of what we're here to discuss today.
Chris, understanding the answer that you just gave, the family told us that there was 3 inner tubes, that they were connected together, that they all flipped over, and they said that the father, in their mind, was a hero for saving the other family members, the smaller child and the wife. Can you expand at all about anything that you've heard regarding that, and any safety issues that you might want to get across for people who are choosing to go into the river?
Safety is always a priority for anyone in our position, obviously, but if you're going to enter into any outdoor recreational activity, there's a certain element of risk involved. Again, we're here to focus on the recovery efforts that we have and update you on where we stand. I know that specifics of the events prior to the tragedy occurring, and there are plenty. We're not here to discuss that today. When we have more of those details and our focus can shift towards that, we'll be happy to share all of those details.
Do you know if they were wearing life jackets, anyone?
Not really germane to what we're focused on right now. Life jackets or not, doesn't really affect our operations currently.
What can you tell me about the area that you're searching? Like, how big is this area that you're focusing on, water levels?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you mentioned debris was an issue, but has the water receded and that's been better for you the last couple of days?
Right, and we're blessed to have actually the incident commander on the scene right now. We brought him here to answer questions specific to that. So I'll introduce firefighter Dan Pittman. He's highly trained water technician, and he is in charge of the scene, so he can answer that question better for you.
Dan, would you mind spelling your name?
Daniel Pittman, Pittman. Could you repeat your question?
Yeah, just kind of tell me about how big the area is that you're searching,
Mhm.
and just talk about some of those things that are making the search difficult. So you mentioned debris,
Mhm.
water levels, and things like that.
As far as how big the area is, miles, we're going as far north or upriver as we physically can get boots on the ground. Downriver, we have gone way past where any normal washout goes. We are covering miles on the river. And that's on boat, that's on foot, that's drones, that's sonar operations. So we're attacking the main parts where most of these incidents occur. Most of our resources are going there, but we are going to the areas that seem less likely, but we were checking every nook and cranny.
Tell me a little bit about that water level.
Yeah, so yesterday, there was actually about 7 foot. We have a gauge that we use for swift water, and that gauge told us yesterday around 7.5, 8 feet. The day before, it was even more than that. So today, we're around 4.5 feet of depth at that gauge. And that is really good for searching because the water level has dropped a couple feet. Yesterday on scene, there was cement pylons and things at our operational area that we couldn't see yesterday, and we can see them today. So things that were inaccessible yesterday are absolutely accessible today. We've gone further upriver today. We've located more high hazard areas because the water flow has gone down. When you measure rivers, there's a flow to it and a depth to it, and it's all gone down today.
So that's like the average 4.5 feet?
No, so there's gauges throughout the river, and for anybody curious, there's an app called the River app, and they have gauges all throughout rivers in Cuyahoga Falls, really the country. And we use that for our water rescue team to set parameters for safety risks. Class 5 rapids, really dangerous, high risk. We will approach that differently. Lazy river situation, that's a different situation as well. So it's just at those gauges, it changes throughout the day, but they're throughout the river. They have locations on them. The one we use is, we call it at Hiram.
But the area you're searching,
Mhm.
is 4.5 feet?
No, it's maybe down to 20 feet, all the way to your ankles. Like I said, we're going everywhere, miles on the river.
So it's not just one.
No, yeah.
Fluctuates.
It fluctuates all the time. That river is a living, breathing animal. Yes.
Are you searching south of the Gorge Dam? Or
Yep.
I should say downriver?
Downriver, so that would be considered downriver. We're searching down there, absolutely.
Has this officially become a recovery effort?
This is a recovery effort, yes.
When was the last time you would say you guys did something like this?
Yesterday, the day before, weekly basis, we do this very frequently. Summit County specifically, we have a really highly trained water rescue team in any surrounding county, so we get called out of county, out of state. We're the prime water rescue team in really the area.
Kent mentioned they had like 50
Yep.
rescues. Is there something you want to get across to people? What caused, was it just the storm? Why was there so many, or is this just like?
I can't speak on Kent's, I'm not sure, but with water or with rain comes more water and nice weather following, so.
How has the heat today, like the weather conditions this weekend, and it's super hot today, how has that impacted the search effort?
The heat is, it's hot, but we're working through it, and we have a lot of resources through the county.
We're gonna let Dan get back down to work at the river, so thank you very much. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
And if you need spelling for anyone's names, let me know. I will be sending a follow-up recap of what we talked about here today and any other updates that we have out within the next hour or so. So you should all have that. If you aren't sure if you're on our press list, you can give me a card and I'll make sure you specifically get added. Thank you.
Just a quick question for the mayor. Is there anything you want to add about, I mean, this is no take?
Yeah, we just want people to be safe. Safety is always our priority in the river and anything that goes on in the city, so we do encourage people to do their homework before they would get in the water.
Thank you very much.